What Tokyo Tony said, I'm ready to get the ASAP after this shit. Like, I'm kind of nervous, y'all. I was shitting a lot last week, TMI. All right, we have made it to the Chipotle of delay. I'm gonna show y'all my little hack, right? Because I'm trying to save all of my coins for the potential move. I got my ears pierced and I got my nose pierced. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, my people? This is your boy Chris, aka RichieWRLD. Welcome back to another vlog. Have not made a vlog since that last one when I did like a day in the life with me, y'all. Do y'all see my arms starting to pick up? Like, the boy been getting into it. Like, I haven't really been vlogging because I've been in motion. Like, I've been working at the gym a lot. I've been working out at the gym a lot. But then also, y'all know I thought I was supposed to be working for a certain airline company. And because of the way that I left the company when I was working at it in Dallas, it marked me like ineligible for rehire. So basically I went through fingerprints, through drug testing, through everything just to find out that I wasn't going to be able to work it out. So I just kind of like, I wasn't really in shambles about it, but I had to like configure, I had to recalibrate like my approach to it. So instead of me just like, because my whole thing was I didn't want to leave my hometown. I wanted to stay home because I'm like, I can, not only will I be able to save, but like my support system is here and everything, but I'm like, I had to readapt my 2023 mindset, which is change is the only constant. So whether it don't matter where I live, like me and my friends gonna be good, me and my family gonna be good. Like, I feel like, I might be honestly getting called to go to a different place, and that's why maybe the aviation opportunities here haven't been working out for me. But just a little update on that. Remember I thought I was gonna have free flights on you hoes, we was gonna have free flights on these hoes, you feel me? And we will, but just not right now. Also, update on the creatine, because I unboxed this in the last video and it is starting to like really pick up. Like, check out my arms. Like, if you just like watch the last video to this video, you can see a lot more definition, like between, like a lot more separating going on between my shoulder, my bicep, my triceps are starting to look nice. I've been doing like a lot more tricep work because when I first started working out arms, I was really only doing biceps because I didn't realize how important it was to hit them triceps too. But now that I'm noticing my arms are really starting to fill out. And I've been kind of slacking these last few days. Like, I don't know. I just like, Friday I had a fun day. Let's see. Friday I had a fun day. I didn't work out. Saturday, which was yesterday, Saturday, I worked at the gym all day, so that was kind of like, and then I went out last night or whatever, so, I was drinking and stuff a little bit, so I kind of am off. So I haven't worked out for real in like 3 days. Also, I'm starting to realize because I usually like will work out after my shift at the gym, and I feel like that's not really the best because by then I'm not necessarily tired because working at the gym isn't a hard job, but it'll have been hours since I ate, so I don't really have nothing to like push through my workout. Like, I don't know, I might have to start like taking like a pre-workout or something. And another thing though, with the protein, I have been doing really good with getting my protein in. Like, I haven't quite hit eating the same amount of grams as body weight that I have, but I've been getting like close to it. Like, my easiest ways of achieving it is eating some like pork chops or like some chicken, some steak, stuff like that. And then also Wendy's chili. If you eat 2 of those, that's 50 grams of protein. Plus, I'll eat like 3 boiled eggs. So they give me like another 36 grams of protein. So I've been getting close, like very close. Like, I've been doing good. But I'm gonna make my little creatine drink right now. I'm not loading anymore. I finished loading last week. And honestly, I don't really know if obviously I got some of the benefits from it because you can just tell that my arms are really saturated now. And like, like they look significantly bigger. But what I will say is that loading the creatine just, I don't really know. I don't really know because it had me shitty. Like, I would drink it and I wasn't like, at first I was spacing it out. Like, I would do like how I just did that 1 scoop. I was like doing like my 1 scoop, every few hours. But like be life and you be moving around, you be having stuff going on. And it's like, I was trying to do it all in one. And it was like running through me like a laxative. Like, I would just be like shitting. Like what is this new disease called? Where like if you eat Taco Bell or if you eat certain like produce and stuff and you get it like cyclopsis or something like that. I was literally shitting like I had cyclopsis. So I don't really know how much creatine actually, I mean, obviously a good amount, because look at my arms, bro, and like my legs too, which I'm not gonna show you because I only got on underwear, but like my legs and stuff, like my glutes, like everything is like a lot more like filled, if that makes sense. So I mean, obviously some of it was getting into my bloodstream, but a lot of it was going straight in the toilet, facts. Like, so I'm just taking a maintenance dose. I just put that in. Let me go get my liquid chlorophyll. So this is the new liquid chlorophyll that I just got. My mom actually bought it for me. Ooh. Okay, I was a little confused because I was looking up here, right? And you see how light green it is, and then you actually can see where it gets dark. I was like, I've never seen no liquid chlorophyll that light green. Like, I don't want to taste it. Like, I'm kind of nervous, y'all. I was shitting a lot last week, TMI. All right, so yeah, I wanted to come outside for this next part because like I have some important stuff that I want to tell y'all. Not even important stuff, but just like life update stuff and like where my mindset is. Also, I wanted to show you guys, if you haven't noticed, I actually got my nose. Well, I'm pointing at my ears, so I'm saying my nose. I got my ears pierced and I got my nose pierced, which I've been getting a lot of positive reactions to it. I love them. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Not to say that anything was missing because I've always been a handsome dude, but like this is exactly what I needed. I mean, it just like kind of changed the game in terms of my look, in my opinion. But the only person who's really like even my mom hasn't been down my throat about it. It's mainly been my dad has been down my throat about it. And I don't know, I'm just one of them kind of people like, okay, like he says that I did, like it was a silly decision and like I'm not gonna be, like he thinks I'm not gonna be able to get a job and all of this different stuff. And I get it with the stereotyping of black people, but I feel like earrings and a nose ring is probably one of the most like normalized piercings that anybody can have. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally will go, you will literally see people that are like, that are in high corporate positions having earrings and a nose ring. So I feel like it's not, to me personally, that big of a deal. And then also, it's not like I went and got a tattoo on my face. You feel me? It's like, I can easily take it out. It's not that problem. Like I can take it out, put a little clear one in where you can't actually like see nothing floating on top of my nose so that my hole don't close up. And then on the weekends, I can put something else back in. But I like my piercings. It was very seamless though. Like it was not a painful experience at all. Like the ears especially weren't painful. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be so painful. Probably because I be watching them videos of like the little kids. And of course they're gonna cry, but like for an adult, our pain tolerance is a lot higher than that, right? So got the ears, and then I thought about it for a little bit and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do the nose, because the nose was only $20. So I'm loving both of them. The ears aren't that sore, although yesterday I got like an itch. And I like yanked on my ear and I literally thought I like tore my earring through my ear. Like I'm trying to, it's taking some getting used to. Also, y'all know I'm like really big on skincare and stuff like that. And so the nose ring and like having to just be like careful around it so I don't like bump it and stuff, it's like throwing me off. Also this morning I got up like really abruptly and I think the nose ring like got caught on something, but it literally felt like it was trying to pull through my skin. Like I'm just getting used to it and everything. But otherwise, I like it. Oh, the other thing that's taking a bit of adjusting is the fact that it feels like there's a booger in my nose 24/7. Like I'm getting used to it, but that little bar in there, I don't know. I'm gonna have to see if I can get like a smaller bar or something. But I'm just like, I keep digging in my nose for gold and there's literally gold in there. Like, you feel me? It ain't no booger. It's literally gold. I'm excited. I just have like regular studs in and stuff, but I'm excited for everything to like, you know, heal up or whatever, because I'm definitely gonna get a pair of like stunner earrings, you know what I'm saying? The big squares. And then, of course, like probably like some Chanel earrings, some Vivienne Westwood earrings, and then I get like some yellow diamonds, yellow Swarovskis probably. And then once I start like later on in my life, when I have like a lot of money and stuff, then we'll start buying like yellow diamonds and stuff. But for now, I'm gonna do like, and I think yellow diamonds, yellow Swarovskis and stuff, that's kind of my French choix. That's how we gonna run that. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk about was kind of mindset stuff. Sorry if I'm like looking out and about. I have my camera at a weird angle, so I'm like, it's like when I'm looking straight, I'm looking right out at the grass or whatever. But anyways, to mindset and stuff like that, right? So I feel like the other day when because I got so I had the rejection from one company, right? With the I basically I quit on the spot, so that marked me ineligible for rehire. So wasn't really like in my feelings about it too bad, because honestly it relieved a lot of anxiety. Like I was just kind of like, okay, like I know I can't move forward ever with that company because I'm ineligible for rehire. So instead of me like wondering, because it was crowding my brain. I'm like, yeah, they moving me forward and I'm doing drug tests and I'm doing all of this kind of stuff, but like, what if this ends up coming up? And it did. So it's like, I got that out the way. Now the company that I was originally going to work for is a subsidiary of a mainline airline, right? So I put in some applications for them. I put in some applications for United, and then I also put in applications for SkyWest. I don't know what it is about SkyWest. They not liking me. Like which I got them like back to back. So I'm assuming like it's the same recruiter that's like, no, like just no, you feel me? But I applied for like several SkyWest positions. Not only, it was like one here and then some elsewhere, right? Now, this was the thing. When I got the rejection from the one here, I started thinking to myself, well, you're limiting your range of options. You're limiting your probability of being able to get an airline job because you're so stuck on staying at home. And I just was kind of like, I just moved back home for reference last year. I was living in Dallas for like 2 years. I moved back home, and I think that I don't think I've gotten complacent, I would say, but I'm just very like happy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm okay with my life here. Like I have my friends, even though I'm super distant, like I'm a very distant person. Like even though y'all be seeing me go out and do stuff like that, a lot of times I be getting dragged outside, y'all. Like I literally be getting dragged to come outside. Like once I'm outside, then I kick into that mode where I'm calling other people like, what y'all doing? Like pull up on us, like, that kind of vibe. But usually like if it's up to me, I will stay my ass at home, or like not even that. Like I prefer more intimate like settings. Like let's go to Applebee's, let's go to Chili's, we have one of the only nice restaurants that we have here, which is called, nice that is affordable for everybody to be able to go, right? Because some people don't have jobs, some people just scavenging, you know what I'm saying? So it's like Gibbons, that's a good place for us to go to. We can get, you can get drinks, you can get a nice meal, and we can dress up and we can do that kind of stuff. If y'all seen my clothes, like last night, I was about to wear these shoes, and my mom was like, absolutely not to the club. I don't have anything for real. I don't have going out clothes. I don't have club clothes. The clothes that I have is meant for going to dinner and going to, if we were gonna go out, I'm thinking like, I wanna be on the rooftop. I wanna be somewhere where it's kaytranada playing, that kind of thing. And though I didn't have that much of that in Dallas, especially because I was like always working to try to like keep up with my bills and stuff like that, I feel like it was at least an option. And then, when I go up north and I go to places like New York, that's literally an option. Like I can go to the Ace Hotel on 29th Street in New York. I believe that's where it is, 29th Street. But I can go there and I can listen to the type of music that I like to listen to. They have the big workstations. I can do my videos. I can edit. I can do, you know what I'm saying? But then I also have that option in that same area, in that same arena to like socialize with people and like just strike up conversations and have actual intellectual conversations about anything from consciousness to psychedelics to finance to whatever. And I feel like I just don't have that here. And it's like, I don't know. Once I thought about that, I was like, why am I so hung up on staying at home? Like, what is the reason that I'm so hung up on staying home? And I think a big part of it was like, I've gotten back used to having a safety net. Moving to Dallas that first time, I realized very quickly how real the real world gets, which that was very abrupt and not well thought out when I moved to Dallas. Like I got the job and then it was just kind of like I was going from there. When at the tail end of me living in Dallas, I ended up living in what's called like a pad split, where I was like paying like maybe $800 a month to live. I didn't have to worry about other bills or nothing like that. Why didn't I start off moving to Dallas before I had even had any money saved up, any real work experience out there? Like it was my first time working at the airport and stuff. $1,600 rent. That didn't even make any sense. So that put me behind, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I've been like working on like paying off my debts and everything like that so I can have somewhat of a fresh start. But the point of all of this is I am really changing my mindset. I'm letting go of like my rigidity and starting to allow the malleableness to come back. If you know anything about science terms, then you should be able to understand that. I know I be turned up and partying and stuff, but I promise you I'm gonna say something you're gonna have to Google. You're not gonna know it off the top of your head. But like, you know, I'm just like staying malleable, or I'm becoming more malleable again and open to change and open to shifting and life shifts and stuff like that. Like, I went out last night and yes, I had a fun time and, you know, I was lit or whatever, but I'm like, bro, this is not serving to what I really want. Like, I'm over living in Shreveport. Like, I really don't have to live here. So I'm praying that something works out with like an airline opportunity or a opportunity within aviation somewhere in like Chicago. I don't know why Chicago has been like just like ringing in my ears. Like spirit is talking to me. I can't remember what they said. It's like when spirit is talking to you, when source is talking to you, when God, when your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, well, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, I don't know, it's talking to you. It's like if you hear something, it's supposed to be in one ear or the other. I can't remember what it is, but I've been here in Chicago. And it's not just like a thing, because it's not like how when it was Dallas, I was feeling like Dallas in my, like I was feeling Dallas. It was just like Chicago, like you're finna go to Chicago, bro. So get yourself ready because you're going to Chicago. And I'm like, Chicago? Like, I'm not, I've been to Chicago one time in my life, but like, I'm like, Chicago? But then I started thinking about it. I got other friends and stuff that live in Chicago. And I'm like, I'm hitting them up. Like, what is your quality of life out there? Like, what do you feel about it? And they love it. So I'm like, I started doing my little research and I'm like, this might not be so bad. So on all of my applications that I've been doing for the main line of that one subsidiary and then this other mainline airline company, I don't think I'll ever really even when I get hired, I don't necessarily think I will share that information until I get like a clearance to say so. But anyway, I've been putting because it asks what would be your first choice city on the application? And I've been saying Chicago because I've been feeling like that's just what came to mind. And I'm not even it would be different if it was like New York, right? I've been to New York multiple times in the last few years, right? But it's just like, no, Chicago. So now I know how to operate things. Like I would get a pad split or rent a room or something like that, because I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't have no problems with still being able to vlog and all of that kind of stuff. And then new city, we get to do stuff. I would probably save and stack up money and stuff before I got to doing all of my other traveling and stuff. That's the cool thing about the aviation industry is you can work honestly as much overtime as you want to. So you can only be making $20 an hour. But, well, I'm saying only, that's better than what a lot of people get. But, $20 an hour, and then it's but in the same breath, you can also work hella doubles and stuff like that and take home, $7,000, $8,000 a month. So I feel like it would be really just stacking up and exploring that city, and then we'll start working on the travels later. But I know I'm way out here with it. Let's draw it back in. So for now, the plan is I don't care even if I don't know if I'm moving somewhere, even if I haven't gotten a issue, it's time to take things serious. So basically, I got a savings goal, right? I went and bought a binder, which I don't feel like going in there and getting it, but I'll show you. But I pretty much put these little plastic slips on it. I'm about to be going hella overtime at the gym. I have to take my Bell Buns license test again, because I missed it by 5 points last time. So preferably this time we ace that bit. And that's an option. Then door dashing as well. I'm actually gonna go get an oil change, I think today. So we'll go do that. Or maybe I might do that tomorrow and just get straight to dashing today. Cause I don't even know. I think I might have to work at the gym today. Somebody asked me could I work for them. I said yes, but then they never, the management didn't say anything to me. It's not on my schedule or anything. So I don't know. But Yeah, the plan is to DoorDash, and I want to try and save like $3,000 by the end of this month, which I definitely feel like I can, because I have a brand deal that's getting paid out, a TikTok chick that's getting paid out for a video that went viral that was actually like over a minute long, so I'll get money from that. Then I also have, my like work check that I'll get paid every 2 weeks. Plus dashing, like when I go hard with the DoorDash, I be making good money. Like I be making like $500-600 in a week. Of course, just some of that goes back into gas, but it's like immediate saving money. Then I told my daddy, if I come to and work at this club, it should be no excuse of why I should not be getting paid. Like usually it's like, oh, this go into our trip fund or whatever, because me and my dad will go on vacation or whatever the case may be. But it's like, honestly, I'm ready to check the deuces and get away. So pay me my money to me. Thank you. So yeah, that's what we got going on. I'm done rambling. Let's move on to something next. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I just had to come back and do a little update before we do some skincare real quick. But this matcha stuff, or this matcha and chlorophyll, I can definitely feel the matcha in it. Matcha has caffeine in it. Cause I had to like go Google. I'm like, hold on, why am I feeling the way I'm feeling? Now, mind you, I already be saying that the creatine be having me feeling like I'm on like a low dose of like an Alani or a Bloom or something like that. And then you add this to it, like I feel great right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't like matcha, for real. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but that's probably because when I worked at Starbucks years ago, like when I was 16, and I tried matcha, I never really liked it, so I didn't really give it a try after that. But I don't know. I see why y'all like that matcha. Like, this feels exceptional. Like, I think I might have to like work my way up into being a matcha, but I don't know. I feel like I don't like being like everybody else, right? I don't like being like everybody else. That is just like one of my number one things, contrary to popular belief. However, I don't like being like everybody else. Like, I don't like hopping on bandwagons. You feel me? Like, this is kind of normal, but like everybody on the matcha bandwagon, I don't want to be like everybody else. So we'll see. But for now, this little liquid chlorophyll and matcha 2-in-1 green boost by 360 Nutrition, not sponsored, A+ from me. Check it out. Like, I feel like this is finna be a part of my daily regimen. Like, for real. Okay, so we're outside now. Mind you, our patio has a kitchen, right? And I feel like nobody uses it except me. Like, I be trying, I come out here, I film videos and stuff sometimes. Like, I be sitting out here and everything. Y'all hear the wind chimes? But recently I've been doing my skincare out here just to like give me a reason to like use the sink out here, because I feel like, bro, if we don't ever use this sink, it's gonna end up like, I don't know, rotting or clogging or something. So I'm using my Thayers. Shout out to Thayers for sending me, bro, they sent me so many products. Like, there's more in the house, but this has been like what I call my easy 2-step skincare routine. Like, I literally this is the pH balancing cleanser, one of my favorite cleansers. This got aloe vera and hyaluronic acid. This is one of my favorite cleansers of all time. I don't really too much care about the cleanser that I use, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like if you have a certain type of skin, then you have to be more aware of that. But I'm more of like into like my serums and that kind of stuff. But the soap never really made sense to me until, well, I'm trying to think, are there any other brands that have sent me? Oh, and I also love my Dr. Leo's. I put a picture of that. The salicylic acid face wash, that's also my other favorite face wash. But I've been using this one because I don't have as much of the Dr. Leo's left, and I'm waiting on them to send me some more. But I mean, real quick, just 2 pumps. Also, if you're a guy and you don't really feel like, or you don't really have the time to really put into your skincare routine, I feel like this line, the nose piercing, Jesus. I feel like this line is really simple to use. Like, you can just do exactly what I'm doing, this little 2-step skincare routine. Although I would suggest, like, the 2-step skincare routine is only gonna work in the summertime. It's not gonna really work in the wintertime, because this is like, this is hydrating milky mist. This is that's technically what I've been using as my moisturizer. That's not gonna work in the wintertime. Like, you are gonna be dry as hell if you try to use that. So just doing that. hitting it in circles. I always like to get it up under my like beard and then my chin and stuff, because once this starts growing back out, if I don't keep taking care of this and it starts growing back out, when I go to shave it next time, it'll be like bumpy and ugly and stuff. So make sure I do that. I feel so reset, bro. Little stuff like this, like I'm telling you, like I know, like even if you're a dude, like and you're not really into skincare and stuff like that, bro, I'm telling you, get you a good skincare regimen. That is like, it's just a time for your nervous system to be able to relax. Like especially if, like in the morning time before you getting ready to go somewhere, it's just like I'm ready for my day. And then I use the Thayer's Hydrating Milky Mist, like I said. And this works as my moisturizer. And like I said, only during the summertime. Like I wouldn't say that this 2-step routine is gonna work during the wintertime. Like during the wintertime, I'll start using my serums and everything like that again during the daytime as well. Like I still do it at nighttime, but during the daytime, I'll be feeling like doing all of that. And half of the time I kind of be in a rush, but I still be wanting to make sure that I do my skincare, do a little something. And it's just as simple as that. Yeah, I'm not musty. I'm still good from last night's shower. So I'm gonna go throw a little deodorant on and we heading out the house. I ain't even gonna put on fit on for real, just some slight. All right, we have made it to the Chipotle of the lay. I'm gonna show y'all my little hack, right? Basically, I get a kid's meal, like a kid's quesadilla, but I tell them don't put the stuff inside of the quesadilla, right? You just use this and kind of like make your own bowl. So in the big part, I get brown rice, I get my beans, the meat, then half a scoop of corn, half a scoop of tomatoes, right? So with that, if you get that alone, that's only $6.75, right? But of course you gotta have your queso, so that's an extra $2.75, which is gonna make your total $9.75. But with that, you get chips, you get pretty much a whole bowl, and I have my phone sitting on it, but you get a drink as well. So remember that the next time you come or you go to Chipotle, especially like if you on a budget, like that's one thing about it. My name is RichieWRLD, but I ain't never turning down a good deal. And when I was in New York City, I remember somebody taught me that little hack, and I've been doing it ever since. It works every time. And honestly, like I get full. You might not have nothing to like take home or whatever, but recently I haven't been liking reheater. I used to not care about this for real, but like when I reheat a Chipotle bowl, I don't really like the way the consistency of the rice be. So it's the perfect way to handle your scandal. And then if you just absolutely need to, get a big bowl or whatever, then you can do that. So you have something left over, but it's my hack every time. What Tokyo Tony said, I'm ready to get the fuck ASAP after this shit.
Yogic.
Okay, so really quick and simple on the workout. I was gonna do a little bit more, like I was gonna do some ab stuff and do like a little bit of cardio, but honestly, I really wasn't expecting to come into work. Like I kind of knew I might have to work, because yesterday me and one of my coworkers discussed swapping, but they didn't say anything else to me about it, so I was really not tripping about it. And then they called me in, so I really kind of wanted to DoorDash, and I'm like, if I do all of that, like it's gonna have me at damn near 9 o'clock before I finish. So I'm gonna go ahead and start DoorDashing or whatever. But I did something real quick. I did like, instead of me doing 50 different bicep exercises, I just get the bar and I just kind of do like 6 by 15. Well, I do progressive overload. So I start off my first 3 sets, I'm doing 15 reps at like 40 pounds, and then I go to 50, and then I did 2 sets of 12, and then with the 60 I did 1 set of 10. I saw me doing tricep pull downs. I do like both arms, and then also isolated. and then I hit hip abduction, and that was really it. So nothing crazy, but just kind of like targeting different areas on my body or whatever. And then I've been feeling my arms, like I got a good pump. Like I've been getting really good pumps ever since I started taking that creatine, which I'm very excited about. So later this week, or well, it is a new week technically since it's Sunday. So my goal for this week, I definitely need to hit cardio a little bit more. I've been kind of slacking up with my cardio. And then more intentional ab workouts. Like with abs, I kind of just use the ab cruncher machine. That's the machine where you do like this and you lift yourself up, and I am seeing results. And a big part of the reason why I don't really see my results is because of my sugar intake. And then of course, liquor has a lot of sugar and stuff in it, but I just kind of have had to have like a coming to Jesus meeting with myself. Just because other people want me to go out does not mean that I have to go out. And I've been doing pretty good about that. Like over the past 2 or 3 weeks, I really have not been drinking unless I'm going out or I'm going, to a restaurant with somebody or whatever. But I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'm stunting my workout results. So I'm gonna cut that out. And then I'm gonna start taking like turmeric and ginger, being more consistent with that, with my fiber and stuff, just to keep my gut health right. I also ordered like some probiotics or whatever to help with my gut health. So I should be seeing my results more consistently, but I think I just need to hit cardio a little bit more and then do more, like kind of do basically my at home ab workout, but doing it with like actual weights at the gym. My issue is, and I'll put a picture up of my, like what my full body workout is. See, I be trying to do a full body workout after I get off work when it's been hours since I've last had something to eat. And it's really like, sometimes I can push through, but unless I'm taking like a pre-workout, it's kind of hard for me to do that. And then I don't like taking pre-workout too late. Like I don't like, by the time I get off at 11, if I take a pre-workout at 11 to get ready to start working out, then that puts me at like, I already naturally go to sleep late, but it'll make me go to sleep even later. Like I would be pushing 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning instead of like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So I don't be really wanting to take pre-work. I'm gonna just have to figure it out. Like maybe if I'm like to really, really, really get the most out of my workouts, unless I just do like how I did today and just do like really focused, targeted things, like not doing that many workouts and then like going heavy on my weight, then that's one thing. But I feel like if I want to achieve the full body or get like I said, more out of my workouts, I might have to start working out before I come to work. But I live in the country, so I live like 25 minutes away. So it's like, it's kind of annoying to have to, it's just annoying to like leave, come here, then go back home, and then a few hours later I'll be having to come back for work. So maybe on my off days I'll work out earlier in the day, because like I said, we saving up money or whatever for a potential move. So I'm gonna start back door dashing during the daytime like how I used to. Recently it's only been like later in the daytime or like at nighttime. So I don't know, I know I'm kind of just spilling at the mouth, but that's what's going on in my brain. So I'm gonna DoorDash for a little bit. Fun fact, my tags are expired, but me and my dad are supposed to be getting it taken care of tomorrow. So I'm not gonna stay out too late. I'm trying to make like a good like 30, 40, 50 bucks, something like that. And then I'm gonna take it to the crib. Good morning, folks. Well, good afternoon, because it's like 1 o'clock now. I'm making my creatine and matcha water. Y'all know this is like, I was doing this every day, but now I'm gonna be doing this with it every day. I'm like, this is my new favorite thing on the planet. Facts. They need to sponsor me and send me like 5 more bottles, because I know I'm gonna be killing that shit. But yeah, let me shake this up real quick and I'm gonna sit y'all up and we're gonna have a little combo. All right, so let's have a chat. So I'm feeling pretty good today. We got a pretty busy day today. I need to get a video edited. I work at the gym from like 5 to 11 today, so it's a pretty long shift. I love working at the gym. The only thing is I prefer shorter shifts at the gym, because I feel like, I don't know, it's not one of them jobs where you're really doing that much, so it make the time be going by kind of slow. But it's cool though, because I'm trying to save all of my coins for the potential move. Y'all remember yesterday I was talking about that, right? So I got an email today from the airline that I am interested in working in. You know, I was talking about Chicago and all of that kind of stuff. I was saying really I could be moving anywhere, but I was saying like Chicago is where I feel like spirit source, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, is calling me to. And they definitely hit me up about the position there. So after I finish doing this little clip, I'm gonna do my little virtual interview, and then yeah, we'll go through the rest of the day. But I'm pretty excited about it. Like I feel like I really, you know, sometimes like I be excited, right? And I'm a person, like I'm kind of distant when it comes to my friends and stuff. Like when different things happen in my life, I'm not really the type to like call my friends and be like, oh, so-and-so, or like this is going on, or I got this opportunity. I'm not really one of them people. I usually will tell like my mom or tell my dad, wait, I feel like I'm a little bright. No, I'm good. But yeah, I usually will call my mom or call my dad, or when my mom comes home, or if like my dad is at home, he actually just left. I don't know if y'all heard his car driving off when I was making the matcha water or whatever. But when I called my mom, she was not that impressed. Like she was just like, she was like, cause well at first she was like, oh good, like did you hear back here or did you hear back in Dallas, which for reference is only 3 hours away from here. And I was like, are you gonna kill me if it's somewhere else? And she was like, yeah. And she was like, where? And I was like, Chicago. And immediately she was like, like no, like like the weather, and like if something happens to you, we're gonna have to get on a flight, and you know, we're gonna have to switch, like you're gonna have to switch all of your insurance and doctors and all of that kind of stuff. And my way of thinking is just like, bruh, it's just an adjustment. Like if I moved to Dallas, I would have to do the very same thing in terms of like insurance and stuff like that. Now, granted, the Chicago winters are gonna be a bit crazy if that's where I end up going. Like I've heard about it, but although I have heard the winters are starting to become shorter, it's less snowfall and it's not as brutal as it like has been in the past due to global warming. So I guess, I mean, shout out to global warming, even though you're kind of destroying the earth right now. But I guess in that sense, it would be pretty okay. But I immediately like, sometimes one, it's like I don't want to like not disclose information to my family or like to my people, like when things are coming up, because I would hate to just be like, hey, I'm moving to Chicago, you know what I'm saying? So I be trying to like ease them into the idea of it. But at the same time, it's like when you do stuff like that, it like opens up space to get projected onto, if that makes sense, right? It's like all of her beliefs, and I'm not gonna say limiting beliefs because it's more concern. She's my mom and I'm her baby. Regardless of me being 23, having facial hair and earrings and all of that kind of stuff, I'm still her baby. So it's like, you know, and then on top of that, y'all know I had, I'm gonna start, from now on, when I'm recording a video, the phone is going on Do Not Disturb because everybody just starts bothering me. Like, everybody know I don't like to talk on the phone. Why do you get to calling me right when I'm doing my video? But they don't know though. But anyway, so it's like, it's coming from concern, like I'm her baby. But in the same breath, I cannot let her concern deter me from like moving forward, right? Especially because of how this whole process is going. Like behind the scenes, like when I put in, I didn't even put in the application yet to Chicago. I didn't put in no other applications after I got rejected from the position that was here. And I was just like, God, where do you want me to go? And like I told y'all yesterday, Chicago just popped up, and it's like, I have never thought about living in Chicago, nothing like that. Like I never thought about that. And then it's crazy that out of all of the applications that I put in over the past 2 or 3 days, that was the one that hit me back. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know. We finna get this interview handled or whatever. I'm probably finna like get ready to change, even though I like my like little velvet shirt I got going on there. I didn't realize that it was gonna show up this good on camera in the sun. I kinda don't wanna take it off. I might end up doing the interview outside and like, I'm gonna take the do-rag off of course, but I feel like I might end up doing it outside. But if not, if I don't end up doing this, I'll switch into like a little business shirt, and of course I'll come on here and show y'all. And then edit my video, eat some watermelon, find something else to eat because that ain't gonna fill me up, and then we'll be getting ready to go to work. Okay, I am back. I just finished eating a little something. I was gonna show y'all me making that food, but I'm not gonna lie. My mom cooked last night, so the stove looks a little crazy right now, and I ain't feel like cleaning and doing all of that. I went straight into cooking, but I made like let me show y'all what I be using, right? So when I go to Waffle House, my favorite thing to get is the cheesesteak melt sandwich, right? So instead of having to go to Waffle House, because Waffle House done got expensive, like why am I paying, all right, we got a place here called Gimmons that is more on the fine dining end of tips, right? But it's like affordable. And I'll get like spinach dip pasta for less than 20 bucks. Why am I spending $20+ or close to $20 for my cheesesteak milk sandwich? It just don't make sense. So we use this right here. You can make like a, what do you call these? Philly cheesesteak sandwiches, and then you also can make like, you know, what I did. So pretty much I just do I only eat it with one piece of bread. I'm trying to watch the carbs, you feel me? But I do this, an over easy egg or over medium egg, and I usually would have cooked some bacon, but I didn't feel like cooking no bacon. Well, honestly, by the time I thought about it, everything else was done, so I just used some bacon bits, cover it with a little bit of syrup, and I had French fries. I'm talking about trying to cut carbs because of one piece of bread. Just listen to everything I just said, including the French fries. But anyway, that's more here nor there. I'm about to get ready to make another matcha water. Like, I don't know what's going on with me, y'all. I actually made this one yesterday for my dad. Bruh, are you for real? This little bottle right here almost fills up this whole thing, and I be thinking I'm just drinking so much water. I mean, I do, because I be drinking at least like 8 of these a day. Anyway, I was supposed to come on here and update y'all before we got ready to do that interview, and y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't switch my shirt or nothing. I just put my glasses on, took the do-rag off, put the glasses on so I look a little bit more, you know, educated and smarter, but I killed that interview. Like, I could go back and watch my like responses, and they were just very like, I seemed calm. I didn't seem like anxious or anything, and my answers were like spot on for, I feel like, what they're looking for. But who knows? I go to work in about an hour and a half, or I have to be to work in like an hour and a half. So I really need to be leaving here in like, I need to be leaving here at like 4:30, 4:40, something like that. It's not that I don't want to go. I just don't like working that long. I think I explained that to y'all already though. Like, working at the gym is kind of boring, like low key. But okay, I'll be back. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, so today is Tuesday. Last night, bro, I got a great workout in. I was actually wearing this shirt in the video, but I got a great workout in the back of, in like the employee break room or whatever. We got like some pre-workout, and then there's this like other thing, it's like extra pump or something like that. Y'all, I took that stuff, I went crazy. And I lifted a lot heavier than what I usually do. Not necessarily heavier, because like I was trying to, well, really, honestly, what I was doing, like I did go heavier, but I was doing progressive overload, but like I was doing a lot more sets than what I usually do. And I was just like doing sets till I burn out, like at the weight that I'm like comfortable with, and then I was like progressing. So I didn't really show too much of the workout. I think the only thing I showed was probably like shoulder press, but I did a little bit of chest, I did a little bit of shoulders, went crazy on the biceps. My way of doing biceps, instead of me having to do multiple different bicep exercises, if you seen the other day when we worked out, I was using like the long bar, and I kind of do that and I just like crash out. Like I do like multiple sets on that. And then of course we hit them triceps. What I did yesterday, which was different from the day before when I really kind of recorded my workout, instead of me like just doing the regular tricep pull downs, I was doing the overhead triceps. And I think because when I was first trying to do the tricep, like the overhead tricep, I was using the thing that you use when you do the pull downs, right? But they had this different bar on the thing. So I was like, let me just try it before I take it off and put on my thing that I'm used to. And it was great. Like I was able to like go up on my way. I don't know. I just was crashing out at the gym yesterday. And you know, I mean, this could be placebo, but I am taking creatine as well. So, you know, water can like, the water is like getting pulled into my muscles. But I'm for real, like just from yesterday's workout, like bro, it's a major difference. Like I won't do a body reveal in this video, but in the next vlog, because I feel like that's what, like another week or so of workouts before I will be vlogging again. Y'all gonna get to see what's going on. But I wanted to kind of just wrap this vlog up right here, because I was planning on vlogging throughout the rest of this week, but then I was kind of thinking about it. Like I'm really not gonna be doing that much. Like I feel like the routine is pretty much gonna be the same, except for one thing to add in there is I'm retaking my bail bonds license test on Thursday. So in the next vlog, I'll give y'all an update on that. Y'all will get an update, of course, about like the airline, the aviation industry thing, how that ends up moving forward. I actually did 2 videos on TikTok yesterday. One was me crashing out about Chick-fil-A not being open. And then the other one was like somewhat of like an ad where I was pretty much asking people to let me know what area should I live in if I was to move to Chicago to help me be close to the Chicago O'Hare Airport, and then also like kind of putting out an ad to find a roommate or whatever, because like I told y'all, I don't want to just like, I don't want to go out there and have the pressure of trying to pay for like a full apartment. Like I would rather just rent a room, everything be kind of covered under one fee, and then we'll go from there as we stack. Cause my way of thinking, right? And like I said, I'm a very forward thinker, but you know, it gets super cold in Chicago. So I don't really see that after December, I don't really see me just like being out and about. So I feel like December, January, February, those will be really, really, really good stacking months. Like months where I can really like work hella overtime, stuff like that. And then maybe like in that way toward the second half of the year, then I could be getting ready to move into like my own crib or whatever. And then really during that time, I would be working on credit repair so that I have a good enough credit score to like really get approved anywhere I want without having a cosigner or anything. I don't know. Something about this time around, like I feel like the last time I had moved when I was living in Dallas, like I was so-called trying to be independent, but like I don't like things being held over my head. And my mom doesn't really do this to me, but my dad is one of them type of people. He holds stuff over your head, like, and I don't like things being held over my head. I don't like people feeling like just because you helped me, I owe you something, right? That's just me being 100% honest. Like it's not like I have a problem with my dad or whatever. I'm just like speaking my truth, right? And so with that being said, I am like trying to figure out everywhere. I'm like, how do I like even though cause I'm a type of person, y'all know, I could sit around and make videos all day and talk to the camera all day, but this is not paying the bills yet. Will one day, but just not right now. And so I'm trying to make sure that I'm like being calculated about everything. Like, you know, I don't have to go get some super expensive rent. I'm not taking a car out there, so there's no insurance bill that I gotta pay. So, you know, I'll be able to use the public transportation, but I'm just thinking about it like, how am I gonna operate this? Because once I'm gone, I wanna be able to be gone and not have to look back. You feel me? Like if I choose to come back home, there would be a thing like, you know, and then of course I'll be visiting so I can see friends, see my family, see my, you know, my grandmother, my uncle and my cousins and all of that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I know I kind of went into a spiel about that, but yeah, hopefully everything works out pretty well with that. I emailed recruiting and let them know that though my, the address that's on my resume and on my application says Louisiana, I am definitely open to relocating. I don't know, like it's kind of crazy to me that just like a week ago, I was so rigid in my thinking in the sense of like, I didn't want to leave from home. I was like, no, I want to stay at home. And then now it's just like little things. It's just like, yeah, I'm ready to go. Like, for example, I promise y'all, I was literally talking to ChatGPT about how much I'm going to miss my mom, even though we don't be getting to see each other that much because she work, you know, I work after her. I go into work around the time she's coming off of work, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I be busy doing stuff, like it just be a lot, right? And I was just like, you know, I'm gonna miss her. I'm gonna miss her so much. And then literally, I promise y'all, like 3 minutes later, she comes out of the room like, you're gonna have to come in the house earlier. That food is distracting to me and all of this kind of stuff. Like, it's fumigating the whole house. You got me nauseous. And I was just like, okay. Then my dad walks in. He goes, what's up, kiddo? Then he goes into the bathroom and he was like, yeah, what time do you go to work tomorrow? I was like, from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. He was like, yeah, we got some other things to do, but first thing in the morning, you're gonna have to clean that bathroom up. I went in the bathroom, y'all. It was 3 articles of clothes on the floor. So, in other words, they're making the possibility of me leaving real easy. real easy. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this video up right here. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at RichieRichChris. Be sure to subscribe, give this video a like, comment down below, and I will see y'all in my next vlog.